Welcome to Corporate Gita. There are on my there are prayers on the screen. We will repeat it. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunanmethamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuktapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatamitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान वितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So again, welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. We will continue today with the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. In the 10th chapter that we read last week, it was about how Krishna is in everything. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, house in everything, meaning all these points we read. Now in this particular chapter, how everything is in Krishna. Okay. So chapter 10 explains how Krishna is in everything. Everything sublime is coming from Krishna. And chapter 11, how everything is in Krishna. Okay, so how everything is in Krishna, how everything is in God, and how God is in everything. These are the two concepts in these two chapters, chapter 10, chapter 11. Okay, so we'll get into this chapter. The name of this chapter is the universal form. So there are many pictures of the universal form. We will see the picture. Universal form. Okay, we will take this picture. In this chapter, Arjuna, he asks Krishna to show the universal form. The Supreme Lord is in everything, and everything is in Supreme Lord. The universal form shows how everything is in Krishna. That's a concept that is there in many religions. Right? The whole universe is God. Some people say like that, right? The whole universe is God. Okay. But this means that the whole universe is inside God. That is the aim of this chapter. How the whole universe is inside Krishna. So let's get into it. Arjuna Vacha. Mad anugrahaya paramam guhyam adhyatma sabnitam sang sangnityam yat tattvotam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Arjuna said, by my hearing the instructions you have kindly given about these most confidential spiritual subjects, my illusion has now been dispelled. So after the 10th chapter, Arjuna says, my illusion is dispelled now. Now, whatever false understanding I had is gone. False understanding is gone now. By Krishna revealing that he's the supreme Lord, he's how is in everything. All that uh, um, his Arjuna had some false understanding, so that all got resolved basically. This chapter reveals Krishna as the cause of all causes. He is even the cause of Mahavishnu from whom the material universes emanate. Krishna is not an incarnation. He is the source of all incarnation. That has been completely explained in the last chapter. So you must have heard this word Mahavishnu, and I must have shown you, picture also. So this is Mahavishnu, who is sleeping in the Karana ocean. Okay. In between is Brahmajyoti, and this is Vaikuntha planets. Inside Vaikuntha planets, there is Dwarka, Ayodhya, or Ayodhya, Dwarka, Mathura, and Golok Vrindavan. Okay. Now, Krishna originally is here in Golok Vrindavan. He expands into Rama. He expands into Narayan. He expands into all the Vishnu avatars. He expands into Kailash, Sadashiv. Then he also expands into Karunadakshai Mahavishnu. So this is the Mahavishnu, from whom all the pores of all, from whom the universes are coming out. Okay, the universes are coming out. So that is also coming from Krishna. Krishna is not an incarnation. Krishna is Sarva Karana Karanam, the cause of all causes. This is what the first statement means. Any questions on this before we move forward?
Yeah. Prabhuji, can you just explain this again from Mahavishnu?
Okay. Actually, there are devotees who have
I
made
was, yeah.
charts.
Sorry.
Who have made
I was actually
charts. Chatur. Chatur. They made charts. Let's see if we can get this. I had those, but yeah, I think this one.
Golok Krishna.
Second view and all that. Yeah, these are the ones.
Mm-hmm.
But let's check. Okay, this is also a very good one. This also shows. Let's check this one. Okay, this is much detailed, but I guess. Okay. Yeah, maybe we should take this one. Shaktavish Avatar, Manvanta Avatar, Yuga Avatar, Lila Avatar, Prabhava Prakash, Vaibhava Prakash. Yeah, this may become complicated. So we'll take the simplest one. Better than this. I like this. Okay, we'll take this and we'll explore. Up. Okay. So this is Krishna at the root. Okay, he expands into Balram and Radharani. Radharani expands into Lakshmi and Mahamaya and Durga and Kali. Okay. Krishna also expands into Virat Rupa. From Virat Rupa, there is all this Shiradaksha Vishnu, Karunadaksha Vishnu, like that. But how do they come? Balram. So Balram expands into Aniruddha, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, of which Sankarshana expands into Narayan. This Narayan again expands into Aniruddha, Vasudeva, Mahasankarshana. This Mahasankarshana, Sankarshana, and then Mahasankarshana, and then Pradyumna. Out of which the one of them, it's not shown here, but one of them expands into Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Okay. So this is the thing. Then Garbhodaksha Vishnu expands into Lord Brahma, from whose navel he comes, and he expands into Lord Shiva, Parvati, like that.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, nice, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So I didn't see exactly, which one is the right one.
So this is good, Prabhuji. Quite
Yeah,
good.
I have to see it again, because there are many pictures here. So if I get some authentic one, I will show again. For now, this looks okay to me. Whatever my
Yeah, yeah,
understanding is, it looks
yeah.
okay to me.
Mm.
Hmm? So when we talk about this Krishna who came 5,000 years ago, he is the original Krishna. Okay.
Original.
In other yugas, Narayan expands into Krishna and he comes. But in this yuga, that is 5,000 years ago, it was this Krishna, the original Krishna came. See, that is the difference. That is a technical thing. So once in a day of Krishna, the original Krishna comes. Sorry, once in a day of Brahma. Once in a day of Brahma, the original Krishna comes. And it just happened 5,000 years ago. In other yugas, it is this Narayan. This Narayan is said, na, that avatar, he takes avatar as Krishna. So that's why the Shastras will speak about both Krishna. Swayam Krishna and avatar of Narayan.
Yeah.
So that's why Shastras will sometimes say Krishna is avatar of Narayan, and Bhagavatam will say so this Swayam Krishna.
Mm.
So this Swayam Krishna only applies in this particular time period, that is 5,000 years ago. In other yugas, right? Because this Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga, this keeps happening. 1,000 times this happens. Okay, in all other yugas, na, Swayam Krishna doesn't come. The Narayan takes as incarnation as Krishna and comes on the earth. This is just information I am giving.
Yeah.
Hmm? No need to get confused and all that. See, this Dashavatar is there. Now, see, it is shown from Narayan. See, Dashavatar is shown from Narayan. But then, the Krishna that is shown here, which appeared 5,000 years ago, didn't come from this Narayan. It came from Swayam Narayan. And that's what Prabhupada is saying. That Krishna is not an incarnation. Okay, this statement is true for this yuga. In other yugas, Krishna is incarnation of Narayan. Okay.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Don't get disturbed by all these things. This is just information.
Yeah, yeah, Prabhuji. Prabhuji.
Uh, no need to dwell further in it,
Mm.
because all this is just the spiritual things that are happening. Okay. Now, as far as Arjuna is concerned, he says that his illusion is over. You don't have any other questions, right?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Okay. This means that Arjuna no longer thinks of Krishna as a mere human being, as a friend, but as a source of everything. So now Arjuna is understanding Krishna as a source of everything. Sarvasya aham prabhavo. He is the source of everything. Arjuna is very enlightened and is glad that he has such a friend as Krishna. But now he's thinking, although he may accept Krishna as a source of everything, others may not. So, in order to establish Krishna's divinity of all, he requests Krishna in this chapter to show his universal form. Okay, now this is a very interesting point. There are many people, not many, let's say few, who say that I am God. And there are many people who follow these so called gods, right? In India, outside India, everywhere. Okay? They will concoct something, they will tell something, they may sometimes show magic also. And people will say, okay, he produces some ash from his hand, some linga came from his mouth. So, yes, definitely he's God. He could speak what was there in my mind. Some yogis have prapti siddhi. He could get something from sitting here, he could get something from other countries. So, yes, he is God. So, like these things happened in the past, and they are still happening in the present, and they will happen in the future. That some people will come and say that I am God. Then how to know, how to understand whether he is God or not? How to understand whether he is God or not? Any thoughts?
Uh, it should, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, there should be some.
So here is what Arjuna is asking.
Okay.
In order to establish Krishna's divinity, he requested Krishna in this chapter to show his universal form. So that person should show his universal form. This is the universal form. If it doesn't show this universal form, if he's not able to show his universal form, then he's not God. You're
Hmm.
getting?
Yes,
This
Prabhuji.
is the test. Because anyone can say anything. But can they show this universal form? No, right?
No.
They cannot show. So this is a test to see someone says, I am God, and many people try to believe. Actually, when one sees the universal form of Krishna, one becomes frightened, like Arjuna. But Krishna is so kind that after showing it, he converts himself again into his original form. Arjuna agrees to what Krishna has several times said. Krishna is speaking to him just for his benefit. So Arjuna acknowledges that all this is happening to him by Krishna's grace. He is now convinced that Krishna is the cause of all causes and is present in everyone's heart as the super soul. So he's convinced of few things. Okay, one thing is everything is coming from Krishna, and Krishna is present in everyone's heart as Paramatma. These two things he has understood this point. Bhavapyo hi bhutanam shruto vistarosho maya tattva kamala pratyak patraksha patraksha. Okay, mahatmyam api chavyam. Oh, lotus-eyed one. I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity, and I have realized your inexhaustible glories. Arjuna addresses Krishna as lotus-eyed. Lotus-eyed, 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 lotus-eyed. Kamala Patra Aksha. Aksha is eyes. Kamala Patra is Patra of Kamala. Kamal is lotus. So lotus-eyed Lord. We need to actually see to understand what does it mean. Oh, not leaf pattern. Patel, patel, patel. Lotus petal. You see this shape?
Yes, 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 Prabhuji.
Yeah. So Krishna's eyes are almost kind of this shape. Therefore, you see many ladies they make this kind of eyebrows
Hmm.
just to see, uh, because just to get that particular kind of shape, lotus eye. Now you understand?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Originally, it comes from Krishna. There's some noise. I will close the window.
Oh, maybe it is from my side. Let me put it off.
What did you say?
Maybe from my side. because the some fan is running.
Actually, some drilling is happening right above my flat.
Oh, okay, Prabhuji, no,
Yeah,
no
let's
problem.
hope that it stops. Okay. Krishna said in the previous chapter, he says, Aham Krishnasya Jagata Prabhava Pralayastata. I am source of the appearance and disappearance of this entire material manifestation. Arjuna has heard of this from the Lord in detail. How he is the source of everything. In the previous chapter, he has heard all this. All of this, big list he heard. Arjuna further knows that in spite of his being the source of all appearance and disappearance, he is aloof from them. That Krishna is aloof from it. As the Lord said in 9th chapter, he is all pervading and yet he is not present, personally present in it. Okay, he is present in everything and yet he is not present in it. Everything is inside him, yet he is not inside. So there are these verses in 9th chapter which we read some 1 or 2 months back. Everything that is created does not rest in me. All created beings rest in me. First he says, everything that is created does not rest in me. All created beings rest in me. Is he contradictory? No. Everything that is created does not rest in me means he is aloof from it. He is outside of it. Like I will show you this. Where is Krishna in this picture? Where is Krishna in this picture? He is here, right? So this picture is showing everything inside Krishna, but Krishna is still outside of it, isn't it? You are getting this point. You are there or not there?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Sorry,
Okay,
Prabhuji, I
okay.
was on mute. Yeah.
So you see, Krishna is outside of this universal form, which is
Yes.
his own form. So he is aloof from it. There is one more pastime to understand this. We know this pastime. You know this point? Yashoda is looking inside
Yeah,
Krishna's
Prabhuji.
mouth.
Yeah, when he said that he has
She
eaten
sees
up.
the whole universe.
Yeah.
And you know what she sees? She sees one more thing. Let me see if exact picture is there or not. Mm, not this. Okay.
Mhm.
This one. I wanted the exact one, so I'll just take this. Now, if you look at her, she is looking in the mouth of Krishna, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And what is this she's seeing? She's seeing herself looking into the mouth of Krishna. In the mouth of Krishna, she sees the whole universe. In that, she sees herself looking in the mouth of Krishna. So everything is inside Krishna, still Krishna is outside of it.
Still Krishna.
So both these statements are valid. Everything that is created does not rest in me, and all that is created rests in him. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't ask technical questions. This is how Krishna is.
Yeah.
In the whole scientific formulas, we won't be able to prove this, because science means one is true, other one is false. But spiritual science means both are true.
Yeah.
Just like I always give this example. Modulus of 1 is 1.
One.
And modulus of minus 1 is
Also one.
also 1. How can two things be same? Because it is modulus. Another word for modulus is absolute.
Absolutely.
So when we talk about absolute truth, both the things are
True.
true. We did not go further into explanation how it is true, and no, that is the way Krishna is. Everything is inside him and he's still out of it.
He is still out.
So that is called inconceivable, achintya. Inconceivable means we cannot understand it, but it is there. That opulence is there with Krishna. Just like 50,000 and who were the 50,000 disciples of that Rishi Muni who came to Draupadi?
Durvasa Rishi Prabhu.
Durvasa. It's not shown. 50,000 disciples had come. There are some nice pictures. Anyway, so Draupadi has this Akshay Patra, and it is said that until she eats this vessel will always have food. That day what happened is she ate at the end. After that came Krishna. And that day Rishi Durvasa also came. After she eating, Durvasa also came. And he didn't come alone. He came with 50,000 disciples. Now Krishna told to Bhima, you tell them to go take bath and come. So Bhima said, okay. So he told them, you will go take bath and come. We will prepare nice prasadam for you. And then everyone was worried because Akshay Patra is already done. Now it will be only next day. And then Krishna said, okay, show me the vessel. Then she showed the vessel. There was little bit in it, and he ate that. When he ate that, all the universes, all the living beings in the universes felt like their stomach was full. And when Bhima went to call Durvasa Muni, all of them ran away. Because they were thinking, our stomach is full. How can we eat? And if we don't eat, then Bhima will get angry on us. So better we run away. So now Krishna, he is in everyone, and he gave the feeling of fullness in everyone's body just by his desire. Okay, just by his desire. This is all inconceivable pastimes of Krishna. We cannot help it to understand it by formulas or from some law or something. Okay, we cannot understand all that. Evam etad yathatmatvam atmanam parameshwara dishtum ichchami te rupam aishwaram purushottamam. Oh greatest of all personalities, oh supreme form, although I see you Here, before me, in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. How you are pervading everywhere, and everything is inside you. The Lord said that because he entered into material universe by his personal representation, the cosmic manifestation has been made possible and is going on. As far as Arjuna is concerned, he is inspired by the statements of Krishna, but in order to convince others in the future who may think that Krishna is ordinary person. Okay, the thing is, people may think Krishna is also ordinary, but Krishna showed Virat Roop. Now he is not ordinary; he is extraordinary. So Arjuna desires to see him actually in his universal form, to see how he is acting from within the universe, although he is apart from it. Arjuna enters the Lord as Purushottam. Is also significant. Since the Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is present within Arjuna himself. Therefore, he knows the desire for Arjuna. He can understand that Arjuna has no special desire to see him in his universal form. For the Arjuna is completely satisfied to see him in his personal form of Krishna. But the Lord can understand also that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to convince others. Arjuna did not have any personal desire for confirmation. He didn't want a confirmation. The confirmation is for us, you and me. Arjuna also understand, Krishna also understand Arjuna wants to see the universal form to set a criteria. For in future there would be so many imposters who would pose themselves an incarnation of God. Like I was saying, there are many people who say I am God. So this is the criteria. You show your universal form, and definitely they won't be able to show. The people therefore should be very careful. One who claims to be Krishna should be prepared to show his universal form to confirm his claim to the people. See, last point. He should show the universal form. Then only he can claim he is God. मन्यासे तदि तदि यदि तच्चाक्यम मया दृष्टुम इति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वाम दर्शायतामानम अव्ययम. If you think I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me the unlimited universal self. Show me the universal form. It is said that one can neither see, hear, understand, or perceive the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna by the material senses. Okay, by our material senses, we are not able to see Krishna, hear Krishna, perceive him. But if we are engaged in loving devotional service to Krishna from the beginning, then one can see that Krishna by revelation. Okay, when we are engaged in service of Krishna, then by revelation will we know. Every living entity is only a spiritual spark. Therefore, it is not possible to see or to understand Supreme Lord. Arjuna, as the famous, does not depend on his speculative strength. Rather, he admits his limitations. See, interestingly, Arjuna is saying, um, that I may not be able to behold your cosmic form. He's honest. He's honest. He admits his limitation as living entity, acknowledges Krishna's inestimable position. Arjuna could understand that for a living entity it is not possible to understand the unlimited infinite. If the infinite reveals himself, then it is possible to understand the nature of infinite by the grace of the infinite. Now, this is a very interesting statement. How can you understand infinite? If the infinite tells you how this is the way to understand it, he shows you the way, then only you can understand. The word Yogeshwara is also significant here because the Lord has inconceivable powers. If he likes, he can reveal himself by his grace, although he is unlimited. See, the thing is not this universal form is an unlimited form. And how Krishna has shown him this unlimited form to a limited personality, that is not possible. Okay, one needs to have a Divya Chakshu. In the next verse, Krishna gives him Divya Chakshu. Krishna is not obliged to reveal himself unless one surrenders fully in Krishna consciousness and engages in devotional service. Thus, it is not possible for persons who depend on the strength. So, from our own strength, our own mental speculation, we cannot see Krishna. Krishna has to award that. See, if we want to meet the Prime Minister of India, Can any of us meet the Prime Minister of India?
With efforts, with the proper
Yeah, proper channel should be there,
proper
and we
channel
should get approval.
approval. Yeah.
So similarly, Arjuna is saying, I need your approval to see I need your authorization to see this universal form. So Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Pashya me partha rupani
Sapashya.
shato shato shat shothya shat shoshtya सहस्त्रश नाना विधानि दिव्यानि नाना वर्ण तितानि च. The Supreme Personality says, my dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, now see my opulences, hundreds and thousands of varied divine and multicolored forms. Okay. Where are we? 5. No? In the 8th verse, he says, I give you divine eyes, Chakshu. Then only he can see all this. Arjuna wanted to see Krishna in his universal form, although a transcendental form. If we read this, my dear Arjuna, son of Pritha, now see my opulences, hundreds and thousands of varied divine and multicolored forms. There are a lot of colors in it, and it is all divine. Arjuna wanted to see Krishna in his universal form, and although a transcendental form is just manifested for the cosmic manifestation, is therefore subjected to temporary time of this material nature. As the material nature is manifested and non-manifested, similarly, this universal form is manifested and non-manifested. Okay, this universal form is expanding and then it collapses also. Okay, it manifests, unmanifests. It's changing also. Why? Because the whole universe is inside it. The universe is changing. It is not eternally situated in the spiritual sky. Okay, it's another thing. It's not eternally situated in spiritual sky. It's not from the spiritual world. It is in the material world. As far as devotee is concerned, he is not eager to see the universal form. See, because it is changing, it may still divine, but it is not in the spiritual world. So devotee is not eager. But Arjuna wanted to see Krishna in this way, reveal this form. Why? For the ordinary people. This universal form is not possible to be seen by any ordinary man. Krishna must give one the power to see it. पश्यादित्यन वासुन रुद्रान अश्विनो मरुतस्तथा बहुनि अदृष्ट पूर्वाणि पश्चाचराणि भारत. पश्चाचराणि. Okay. Oh, best of the Bharata, see here the different manifestation of Aditya, Vasu, Rudra, Shivan, Ashwini Kumar, and all other demigods. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. This is about to show his universal form. Even though Arjuna was personal friend of Krishna, the most advanced learned man, it is still not possible for him to know everything about Krishna. Here it is stated that the human have neither nor known of these forms and manifestation. Now Krishna reveals these wonderful forms. Ihaika sthanam jagat krishnam पश्चाद्य चराचरम मम देह गुड़ाकेश यच्चाण्या दृष्टुम इच्छसि. O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mine. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire and to see, whatever you want to see in the future. Everything moving and non-moving is here, completely in one place. No one can see the entire universe by sitting in one place. Even the most advanced scientist cannot see what is going on in the other parts of the universe. But a devotee like Arjuna can see everything that exists in any part of the universe. Krishna gives him the power to see see everything and anything. He wants to see the past, present, and future. Thus, by mercy of Krishna, Arjuna is able to see everything. न तु मां शक्यस्य द्रष्टुम् अनन्येव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षु पश्य मे योगम ऐश्वर. But you cannot see with these present eyes, therefore I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulences. The pure devotee does not like to see Krishna in any form except his form in two-handed. The devotee must see his universal form by his grace, not with your mind but with spiritual eyes. To see universal form of Krishna, Arjuna is told not to change his mind but his vision. The universal form of Krishna is not very important. That will be clear in subsequent verses. Yet, because Arjuna wanted to see it, the Lord gives him the particular vision required to see the universal form. Devotees who are correctly situated in transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by his loving features, not by godless display of opulences. See, if we have a very rich friend and he invites us to his house, and let's say he has 10 cars. Now, are we interested in meeting him or his 10 cars?
Him. We are meeting him.
Yeah. Similarly, this opulences of Virat Rupa is not something that a devotee, is very much interested in knowing. For him, Krishna in 200 form is enough. Okay. Devotees who are correctly situated in transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by his loving features, not by the godless displays of opulences. The playmates of Krishna, the friends of Krishna, and the parents of Krishna never want Krishna to show his opulences. They are so immersed in pure love um, that they do not even know that Krishna is the Supreme Personal Godhead. In their loving exchange, they forget that Krishna is Supreme Lord. This happens only in Vrindavan. Okay, outside of Vrindavan, he is worshipped as Vishnu. It's only um, what did I say? Yeah, it's in Vrindavan. His parents and all don't think that he is the Supreme. The Sakhas, the Gopis, they don't think he is the Supreme. And that form of Krishna, 200 form, gives us more pleasure. Okay. In their loving exchange, they forget that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that the boys who play with Krishna are highly pious souls. After many, many births, they are able to play with Krishna. Such boys do not know. Such boys do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personal Godhead. They take him as a personal friend. Therefore, Supreme Goswami recites this verse. Okay, sorry. Now, these boys who have performed many, many pious activities in their previous life are playing with that Supreme Personal Godhead. The fact is that devotee is not concerned while seeing the Vishwarup, the universal form. But Arjuna wanted to see it to substantiate Krishna's statement so that in future people could not understand. So that in future people could understand that Krishna not only the theoretical or philosophical presented himself as a supreme, but actually presented himself as Arjuna, as such to Arjuna. Arjuna must confirm this because Arjuna is the beginning of the Parampara system. not give Arjuna the necessary power to see his universal form because he knew that Arjuna did not particularly want to see, as we have already explained. So, for our benefit, Arjuna asked this question. Ninth verse. Sanjay Uvacha, Evam Yukta Tato Rajan Mahad Yogeshwara Hari. Okay. Sanjay Uvacha, Evam Yukta Tato Rajan Mahayogeshwaro Hari. Darshayam Asa Parthaya Param Rupam Aishwara. Very interesting verse. Sanjay said, O king, having spoken thus, the supreme lord of all mystics, power, the personality got it displayed in his universal form of Arjuna. Oh, Anekavatram Nayanam, Aneka Adbhuta, Aneka Divyabharanam, Divya Malyambra Dharam, Divya Gandhanulepanam, Sarvascharya Mayam Devam, Antam Vishwatamokam. Sarvasya Mayam Devam Anantam Vishwatamokam. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful visions. The forms was decorated with many celestial ornaments. Okay, we'll do this verse and stop. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouth, unlimited eyes, unlimited vision. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments and bore many divine upraised weapons. He wore celestial gardens and garments, and many divine scents were smeared over his body. All were wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all expanding. In these two verses, the repeated use of the word many indicates that there are no limit to the number of hands or legs. In these two verses, the repeated use of many is there. Okay, Arjuna was saying these manifestations were distributed throughout the universe by the grace of Lord. Arjuna could see them while sitting in one place, and that was due to the inconceivable potency of Krishna. Let's see this verse. Okay. दिवि सूर्य सहस्रस्य भावेद युगपाद उत्थितः यदि भाय सदृश्य सस्वार भाय भासस्तस्य महात्मना. If hundreds of thousands of suns were to rise at once in the sky, the radiance might resemble the effulgence of Supreme Law Person in the universal form. When Arjuna saw, what Arjuna saw was indescribable. Yet Sanjay is trying to give a mental picture of that revelation to Dhritarashtra. Neither Sanjay nor Dhritarashtra were present. Thus he now compares the whole situation, compares the situation as far as it can be, as far as it can be understood to an unimaginable phenomenon. These all pretty straightforward ones. Okay. Tatraitasthanam jagat krishnam pravibhaktam anekada apasya devadevasya sharire pandavastada. At that point, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansion of the universe surrounded in one place, although divided in many thousands. The word tatra there is very significant. It indicates that both Arjuna and Krishna were sitting on the chariot when Arjuna saw the universal form. They were sitting on it when they saw the whole universal form. Okay. Others on the battlefield could not see this form because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. Only Arjuna got this vision. Okay, the divine eyes only he got. Arjuna could see in the body of Krishna many thousands of planets. As we learn from Vedic scriptures, there are many universes and many places. Some of them are made of earth, some of them are made of glass, some of them are made of gold. Sitting on his chariot, Arjuna could see all this. No one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna. Okay. Okay. We'll stop here. Any questions or comments?
Prabhuji, with this description,
Hmm.
uh, Dhritarashtra would have known the like Supreme Personality of Godhead is there.
Right.
But still, why he did not endeavor now to stop Duryodhana?
Too much attachment to son.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the main reason. Dhritarashtra, one who holds his seat, even though he became old and all that,
Hmm.
like today's politician.
Yeah. Right, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If their son does some mistake, they will go to any extent to protect him.
yeah, Prabhuji.
Okay, any other question?
Thank you. That's all.
Okay.